Gym time, baby. Lego.
Hey guys, what's going on? Me again here. This is one of my full body workouts from about a month ago, I think. Yeah, I know I'm mad late in uploading it. Too busy. Anyway, I'm gonna go straight to the point. Then cut out too many parts 'cause like I said, I don't have time. Start off with upright rows to get my traps warmed and ready. Normally, I start off with traps and then I move on to my other body parts in the order of which body part I need the most. That month, which was last month, it was traps, obviously. Now it's mostly legs, but back then it was traps. And as you can tell, my philosophy is still the same, guys. Time on attention, time on attention. Uh, reps, 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 reps. Obviously, you want to use some weight, you know. You don't want to just lift nothing. So start off with some weight and then keep drop setting down to less smaller and smaller weight. So it allows you to keep the time on attention and the weight really stays relatively heavy because when you do a drop set, see at the end I'm using a lot of momentum to get the finishing reps in. When you do a drop set and you lower the weight a little bit after around failure, that next weight, even though it's lighter than the first weight you started off with, it feels heavy because you know your muscles are fatigued. So don't see lowering the weight as you lifting light weights. You lifting lighter weights, but you were fatigued, so they feel a lot heavier. It's like kind of like doing 135-pound bench press after doing your max for like 10 reps. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 sets of 10. So it's relative. But anyway, start off some upright rows as you can tell. Then moved on to, as you can tell, I keep increasing the weight. My goal is to do my rack pulls. Before I do my rack pulls, I gotta warm up my traps and my shoulders and everything. So as I increase the weight, I do whatever exercise I could do with that weight. Here I'm doing a few hang cleans. Love doing those, but I don't, like I said, I don't go too heavy on those because the catch fucks up. I don't know how to catch it right because I'm not really flexible. So I just kind of hold that if I'm about to do a military press. So you don't want to go really heavy if you're doing it with that kind of form. I just do it to just warm up my traps, my joints, get my heart going. And I superset that with some Berto Fox raises, which are great for your front delts and traps. All the way down to, the higher you go, the more traps you activate, obviously. So when you go all the way up, you're acting upper, middle, and lower traps. Next year is the fuck am I doing here? I forgot. Shit, this was 30 days ago. I think I'm doing high pulls. I think. Yep, high pulls. These are once again for you guys out there who don't know football workouts or Olympic lifts. These are high pulls. These are not upright rows. They are high pulls. They're Olympic lifts to help generate power from your legs to your upper body, and also recruit a lot of traps and shoulders. So I use those on the way up. Also keep supersetting them with Brother Fox raises. Great exercise, really. You fill in your upper traps all the way down to the back, like I said earlier. Then I moved on to some behind the back shrugs. See, as you slowly adding the weight to your rack pulls, as I'm slowly adding the weight to my rack pulls, I'm doing whatever exercise I could do with the weight that's currently on the bar. Here I'm putting 2 plates, so I'm doing some behind the back shrugs. And then I think my rack pulls start at around 3 plates, and then I move up to 4 or 5, rarely 6. So here's some behind the back shrugs. I don't do those a lot, but this is one of my high volume days where I just throw a lot of exercises. Now mind you, I don't do this every single workout. This is just my high volume days. I cycle those bitches. Then I superset behind the back shrugs with front shrugs. About, medium grip. It's all about repetitions, guys. Time on attention, time on attention. My favorite rep range, like I said, is always 6 to 8. But even when I do 6 to 8, I take down the weight and do another 6 to 8 and another 6 to 8 to increase the time on attention. There we go. Superset with wide grip shrugs. So yeah, I do like a shrug tricep with that 225. By the time I'm pumped, my heart is ready, I'm sweating, my joints are ready, and then I move on to the Big Daddy rack pulls. It's one of my favorite exercises for traps and strength. And once again, I put the bar really high because I'm trying to minimize lower back involvement. I really want the stretch to pull down my traps. I've been telling you guys since last year The only way I felt my traps is when I get a good stretch. The contraction doesn't do anything for me. It's all about the stretch. The fuck? How much weight is that? I think that's 5 plates. Yeah. And I just keep grinding it out. I do about 2-3 sets of those. Not too much to the point that you burn out your central nervous system and shit. Recovery is a big part, guys. Don't forget. Alright, after the rack pulls, I'm done with like the first half of the first quarter part, I would say, of my full body workout. The fuck is this? Alright, next I'll move on to, oh yeah, my tricep, my power cardio tricep. And this is mainly cardio now. I go really fast, really explosive. I made a video about this showing you guys how I do cardio at the gym. I found a way to combine cardio and full body workout. So I pick 3 exercises and I do them back to back. So in a tricep manner. So this is bent over rows, really fast, really explosive. Once again, I'm not doing slow and controlled. I'm going really fast because I'm mixing it with cardio, with a cardio element to get my heart going. Then I go into dips. I'm carrying the camera just so I hear recording my workouts, because I gotta like pick the camera, set it up, and it fucks with my rest periods. But if you guys want to see what I do in the gym, superset with dips, bang, 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 bang. I do about 20 reps each superset, and that's all I do for chest. And surprising enough, my chest is growing, guys, because I told you I used to overtrain the shit out of my chest. So now if I want it to grow, all I gotta do is just hit it with 1 or 2 exercises. That's the secret, guys. That's the fucking secret. You want the muscle to grow, overtrain that shit for a short period of time, give it some time off, and then after that, every time you touch that muscle, it pumps up like a motherfucker. And then here, the third exercise of the tricep are push presses. Not overhead press, not military presses, push presses. You use a lot of legs. Look at that back, guys. Look at that back. Look at the shoulders. And this is me at 194, 195. Yep. I've been stuck at 195 for a minute, by the way, guys. Like I said, I put on 40 pounds in those first 6 months. You guys remember last year? 40 pounds in those first 6 months, and then I've been stuck at that actually I put on 45 pounds, yeah, because I was 160. I've been stuck at 195 for a good while. But anyway, put on a lot of fat. But for 40 pounds, that's not too much fat in my opinion. Average motherfucker puts on 40 pounds, it looks like fucking, what's that nigga's name? Dr. Dolittle and shit. Alright, there you go. Same thing, guys. T-bar roll, superset with dip, superset with push press. I just keep doing that. Back to back to back to back. This is what I'm hitting. Back, shoulders, real delts, chest, all that in such a small amount of time. And that's what I told you guys. You want to get out the gym really fast when you're doing full body workouts. If you know that you're going to have a hard time recovering. I have a very, very busy schedule. After this, I have school, I have work. So I don't want to be in the gym too long where, I can't function outside the gym. I try to get in and get out. Same thing, I just keep putting the clips back together. T-bar roll, dips, push press. Move on to cable roll. If you notice here, I always focus on the muscle. Even when I'm doing full body workout for like a whole month, I pick a muscle that I'm prioritizing. Obviously, here's my back and traps. So you'll notice the first exercise in every tricep is going to be a back exercise. Like first one was barbell roll, second one was T-bar roll. This one here is cable roll. And then I tricep or superset that muscle with the other muscles. I do that every month. Like this month is legs, so legs is the first thing I do for every exercise. And then I superset it with other body parts. That's just my way of doing it. You don't have to do exactly the way I'm doing it. It's just me experimenting and doing random shit, listening to my body. So here, cable roll, then dips. I just put the clips back together so I don't have to record the same shit over and over again. 20 rep dips. It's actually 10 or 20 reps. I try to go for 20, but just get a lot of blood in my chest. And boy, when I'm done with this workout, I'm pumped in the motherfucker. And your strength goes up because you obviously progressive overload. Every time I go back to the gym, I try to increase the weight slightly. Here goes the push press. By the time you're doing this is only like 95 pounds, only like 100 pounds. But it feels so heavy by the time you're doing this because your heart is trying to give up on you. You're tired, oxygen. be deprived and shit. Here's the fourth back exercise. Dumbbell row. Sometimes I do it on the rack, sometimes I do it on the bench. I don't like being in the way of people and shit. And this kind of volume routine has been giving me great gains, guys. I mean, as long as you cycle it, you know, I don't do it every single fucking day, man. It's gonna burn you out. It's really, really, really tough. I like training hard, to be honest. I just like training hard. A lot of things that I do are not optimal for muscle gains, but it's hard. I like training hard, guys. I like doing more and more and more and more and more, and at the same time I try to build muscle at the same time. And you know, if I had to pick between training and losing muscle, or gaining muscle and training like a bitch, I pick option A, man. I love training hard. It pushes me. So here, dumbbell row, one arm each, and superset it with the dips and the push press. It's kind of repetitive, but it's so tough. Your heart, oh, after this, guys, I'm telling you, your heart is like a lion. You're pumped up and ready. I try to do these workouts usually 1 to 3 times a month, not more. After that, I go back to my basic full body routine. So remember, this is not my basic routine. This is just like the volume, super volume charged full body routine. Bang, 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 bang. All right, and after that, I'm done with back, chest, and shoulders. See, back, chest, shoulders, just like that. Now do arms. Same concept. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Time under motherfucking tension. Pick a easy bar. Do some curls. Now mind you, my biceps already kind of activated. My triceps already kind of activated from the dips. Biceps from the rows. So here I just kill them. I just do drop sets of curls after curls. And it's been blowing up my arm. And this routine, this volume routine, is mainly for not just strength and cardiovascular strength, but also a lot of sarcoplasmic hypertrophy involved. My other routine revolves around, you know, it's a little more strength based, but this one is mostly volume, filling the muscles with blood. Look at the chest poking out. That's just dips, guys, dips. After I made that gorilla video, guys, I realized that dips is the natural way to build a nice chest. A lot of dips. Push-ups too. Push-ups are pretty good. Alright. And don't forget your crossovers and shit. A lot of great chest exercises out there. Pretty much anything. It depends on your body, guys. Anywhere you get to contract your chest, get a good contraction, that good cramp feeling, stick to the exercise. You know, different people like different exercises. Me is dips, flies, and dumbbell presses. Baby's awake. Oh shit. What's going on? You guys barely slept. Anyway, so here I'm doing the Ben Pakowski tricep push down trick. Like I said, I look for every way to increase time and attention. Oh, by the way, here was this lady I worked with. No, I don't work with. I have class with her. She's in my Spanish class. She was introducing me to her daughter. The weight club. Daughter got a booty. Huge booty.
Is the girl old?
No, the mom is not old. I mean, the mom is old, but her daughter is like probably like 20, 21.
Okay, I thought you were like.
Oh, nah. And right there talking and shit. And the funny that's the girl I told you about. The one that after they left, they shook my hand, I introduced whatever. After they left, she told her mom, oh, mommy, did you see his chest? Because she didn't know that I was doing dips. So my chest was like blown up, and she thought that's how I looked naturally. So she told her mom, oh my God, he has a big chest. And her mom told me that the next time she saw me in class. She was like, oh, my daughter was asking.
You didn't tell me that.
I didn't tell you that. Oh, I was probably trying to hide it from you.
Probably.
But yeah, she had a booty. And then, when I heard that, I was done with chest. I went back and did more chest.
Oh my God.
That was epic. No, it was a different day. The mom told me that in class. So I left class after class. I went to the gym and did chest. I like compliments, man. I can get out of here. Alright, I'm working, Hannah. Damn.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so after the tricep, yeah, I was done with my full body workout. Now it's time to do some squats, some legs, some 4 squats. So here, 225, more than enough for me. Oh, look at that mobility. I'm so fucking tired. That's why I hate 4 squats. I do them at the end, hey baby, when I'm exhausted. My form breaks, my heart is like, oh my god, I'm gonna stop. My heart is fucking threatening me because I'm gonna stop being if you don't stop doing that bullshit. And I'm like, come on, son, come on, you have to chill. So I do some back squats, then I go on and do some front squats. I have to do front squats before I leave the gym. Front squats are just too fucking badass. They're hard to master, hard to have the technique down, but once you do, let's just start off with very light weights, and once you got the technique down, they become automatic. And that was so badass, man. You're just holding, 225 or how much weight, whatever weight you want to use, right on your fucking, whatever you call that bone. Is that your...
Sternum.
It's not really your sternum. But anyway, you hold it up there and you guys can see that shit. Baby, no, that's my charger. And then you just, wrap it out. And that's it, guys. My full body workout. I have so many more that I haven't edited, but just stay tuned for more. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. Kill it. Dominance, discipline, direction. I'm out of here. Peace.
Alright guys, what's up? Now I know you're looking confused, kind of like what's this video all about? We're looking like a burnt version of the Hodge twins right now. But anyway, I want to tell you guys, I inbox a lot of my subscribers. A lot of you guys have been with me from the beginning, and you guys message me a lot, and we have conversations on Facebook, whatever. And sometimes I forget that I'm